Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead. I've got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this hump day edition. Oh, actually, it's not even hump day. Damn, I'm fired up. I'm all fired up. I don't even know what day it is. On this terrific tequila and Taco Tuesday edition, a special edition. It threw me off. Thank you. The new year threw me off. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm your boy, the SuperBack Shawn Sierra. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well then, I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Listen, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. Now, if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, Papa, listen. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button. Okay, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell. All right, that's the little bell. That'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching us on a mobile app, I like that kind of party, baby. Yeah. Listen, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. What is your problem, man? What your problem is? Listen, we have a mobile app. Listen, so wherever you get your apps from, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I got to adjust my Bears victory chain. Wherever you get your apps from, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you get your apps from. Listen, you can go to iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Venture, Woolworth, wherever you get them from. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles, thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching us on our Roku channel, yay, baby. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We have our own Roku channel. If you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel right to your TV. Yes. All right, put it right there next to Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Max, Apple Plus, Disney Plus, Stars, Paramount Plus, Showtime. Put it right there, smack dab in the middle of all of them. All right? You can watch us on the big screen. Hell, we're on the big screen right Mickey Ficky now. That's what I'm talking about right now. Whew. Oh, my goodness. Listen. If you want, you can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online, you want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. You want to know what I did? Here's what I did. I made it nice and easy for you, folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. If you want to follow my lovely co-host Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. If you want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IGer and you do it just for the gram, we'll just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. Man, we have a phenomenal show, but I need you to get interactive with us today. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that particular platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And you know what? That, my peoples, all my peoples in the struggle, that is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around is you. So, baby, bring them all, man. We want them. All questions, comments, smart-ass remarks. Ain't nobody scared over here. And like The Rock says, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Why you got that craziness over there? Let's see who we got in the chat. Russell Webster in the house, getting in early. Good morning, Fields and more. Pam, 100% had a great game. Man, yes, they did. Yes, they did, Doctor. Yes, they did. Whew. 1,300 yards for DJ Moore, 9 tutties. So he's got 92 catches. So here's what we need. DJ Moore needs 8 catches and a touchdown on Sunday. It'll give him 100 receptions, give him 100 yards. So give him 1,400 yards. The Pro Bowl selection should be coming out tomorrow, I believe. If he is not on there, there'll be a mutiny. There'll be an insurrection. Yes. 1,400. He's got 1,300 yards and 9 tutties. 92 catches right now. If he gets a, well, I guess we're not going to find out, so he won't have that, but that's not going to factor, I should say, 100 catches. He needs to be in the Pro Bowl, or the Pro Bowl weekend, I should say. Who else? Oh, man, Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. He's in the house. Junior, what's up, Papa? How are you? Happy New Year. I do want to say that to everybody. James Ford, good morning, Papa. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. DC up in this motherhood, but hell yeah. Derek, what's up, Papa? Bear down. You know it, baby. You, Mickey, Ficky, know it. J2K is in the house. The walls of Jericho in the house. I'm kidding. Oh, man. See? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More usual suspects will be chiming in, especially because it's off a day. All right, it's off a day, and everyone's like, well, Monday, but no, but it's not. It's Tuesday, but there's no. I get it. I know. I get it. I get it. It happens. It happens. So, let me tell you something. I was very excited over the weekend, and we got a lot to talk about. Don't forget, at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Woo, Charlie. Instead of Monday morning quarterback, it's a Tuesday morning quarterback. Yes. I got to put this up. That's funny. Our Tuesday morning quarterback, Erik Kramer, is going to join us, and he is excited. We were texting earlier today, and he was like, another big win. It's like, you're darn right, baby. He said, you're darn right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, let me tell you something, you guys. And then so we're going to talk college football as well. We're definitely going to talk college football because, man, that yesterday, that ish was nuts. So nuts. Oh, wow. You know, this is why, like, I'm excited for them to go to 12. Is it 12? Yeah. The 12 teams. This is why. The games yesterday were just insane. Insane. And everything you could ask for. everything, like put it this way, there was nothing from those games that you could have wanted, that you wanted more from. Everything that those games gave you yesterday were off the chain. Off the chain. And we're going to talk about that. Uh-oh. My man, Michelle Walls in the Mickey Ficky house. Good morning, Papa. Thanks for tuning in. DC, I agree. TJ Edwards should be a Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. Hell yeah, he leads the NFL in tackles. Actually, let me double check. I just got the game stats. So I still have the game. So what's cool is because we have the updated stats from, in the box. And so they're there, and I can go back every week and check. So I have this week's, and I should see. I need to check and see if TJ Edwards is still leading the NFL in tackles. Still leading this in tackles. I think that was a win-win for everybody. I think that Baltimore got what they wanted. Okay, we got a draft pick. We were able to sign 2 linebackers for right around the same price as Roschon. That's Roschon Johnson, not Roquan. As Roquan, and one of the guys that we signed, actually the cheaper one that we signed, was leading him in tackles, leading the NFL in tackles. So, Russell, yes, Odunze is a monster, and I think that's what makes that performance yesterday makes it so much easier, because obviously we know what Marvin Harrison can do. Marvin Harrison's dope, and a lot of people were unfamiliar with him because he's out west, so they played late on Saturdays a lot of times, and you're like, yeah, I'm done with, I don't feel like it. So we didn't get a lot. Some people didn't get a lot of film on him or get a chance to watch him very much, and you hear it, but you don't see it. And for the record, before anyone says anything, I want Marvin Harrison Jr. Period. End of story for our first pick. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? I want Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay? Now, we have to go into this prepared that we might not be able to get Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay? That might be in the cards that we don't get him. So if we don't, we need to have another wide receiver that can come in and make plays. Now, Odunze is a beast. Russell, you say he's a monster. He's a beast. Man, this is one of the guys. Okay. There was definitely a lot of pro prospects out there over the weekend, bowl games, and some guys, and I get it. Some guys, I get it. They set out the bowl. See, here's my thing, though. So this official tally. If it is, he's down 13 tackles. This doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. Official? Okay. Why are you sitting out the bowl game? It's a rhetorical question. Because obviously we know why they're sitting out. They don't want to get hurt. My thing is, you should have money. If you're a first round pick, trust me, you are well into the NIL money. You are more than comfortable in your college apartment because you ain't sleeping in a dorm room. You're more than comfortable in your college apartment. with NIL money. But I guess it's, maybe your draft stock falls like Eddie Jackson. Okay. Remember, Eddie Jackson was a 4th round pick for the Bears. And he fell because he broke his leg. He broke his leg and missed the majority of his final season at Alabama. But he had put enough on tape. And it dropped him. It dropped him to fourth round. And I get it. And he had to ball out to get a second contract, which he did. And some of these guys don't want to have to ball out to get a second contract. They want a bigger first contract. But I just really wish a lot more people would have played in the bowls. I don't know. It was fun. Bowl games are great. And everyone's talking about, oh, well, looks like Florida State. Looks like the committee was right in leaving Florida State out. Well, yes and no. Part of the reason that Florida State got destroyed, part of that reason was once Florida got eliminated from the national or college football playoffs, people transferred. People who were getting ready to transfer, they transferred. And some people decided to sit out because they got, and that sucks. Here's a list of people. If you look, opt-outs: Troy Benson, running back, junior. Jared Verse, defensive end, junior. He opted out. Johnny Wilson, wide receiver, junior. Keon Coleman, wide receiver, junior. He's a stud wide receiver. Jaheim Bell, tight end. Fabian Lovett, D-line. Redshirt seniors. That's his 5th year. Akeem Dent, DB, senior. Ronaldo Green, senior DB. Jarian Jones, senior DB. Okay, then you had a couple guys injured. Jordan Travis, quarterback, 5th-year senior. Lawrence Tualafill, running back, junior, 4th-year junior. Then you had the transfer outs, all the people who transferred. C.J. Campbell, running back. Preston Daniel, tight end. Dylan Brown Turner, linebacker. Then you had Marcuston Douglas, tight end. A.J. Duffy, quarterback. So you had all these people who opted out. And it just made that game just like, okay, well, you're dealing with a shell of Florida State team. Charles in the house. He's back, baby. Charles McDavid in the house. What up? Yes, baby. Thanks for tuning in. You had to figure it out how to comment on YouTube, but you got it, Papa. You got it. That's what I'm talking about. The car god himself is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for tuning in, baby. I appreciate it. Those games were amazing yesterday. I'm telling you, I didn't think. I love when people say, so I got a couple of people were, I don't know, just give me a hard time. But I posted yesterday, I tweeted, I didn't think Michigan had a chance. I didn't think Michigan had a chance. And what's funny is I said I didn't think Michigan had a chance to win. I was wrong. Believe me, I don't have a problem saying I'm wrong. I'm not that egotistical. I have an ego, don't get me wrong. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not going to burn in hell for that. Probably for some other stuff, but not for that. No, I agree with you. And so I agree with you, Junior. Bowl games with guys opting out isn't good for college football. No, but that's the beast. That's the nature of the beast now. But people are like, oh, I told you they're going to win. I told you, don't you watch college football? And I was like, actually, not all teams. And let's be honest. Michigan's been spanked the last 2 times by Georgia and by TCU last year. They don't have a good record. I understand, different year, different spot, undefeated. But after that loss to Texas in week 2, Alabama's been undefeated also. Alabama looked like they're on a mission from God. Looked like they were on a mission. You know, upsetting Georgia. Well, first of all, upsetting Auburn in the Iron Bowl just to get out of that one. 4th and 28, 38. And a beautiful catch in the end zone for the victory. Then beating back to defending national champion Georgia. Yeah, Alabama looked good. And then the second half, I'd say all the third quarter, half of the fourth quarter, I was like, oh, man. I felt it. I felt Uncle Mo. I felt the momentum going strictly on the Alabama side. Didn't you? They weren't getting to the quarterback at all. They got to him, 5 times in the first half. And that's the thing that got me. You know, the thing that got me was they were only up 3. After a dominant performance in the first half, Michigan was only up 3. Yeah. And I said, man, if they make some adjustments, which I know they will, can Michigan make just equal and effective? It was great. It was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching. College. They got it right. You know, the show that they put on yesterday was second to none. Washington came out. I was hoping it'd be Washington. I wanted Washington and Michigan. Number 1 and number 2. That's what I wanted. And they got it. And that's so cool. That's so freaking cool. All right. Despite all the things, everyone was upset about Florida State. You know, upset about Alabama getting in and Texas getting in and all these other things. And it worked out. The football gods said, yeah, we got you. Don't worry. Number 1 versus number 2. It's going to be a hell of a matchup next Monday night. I'm fired up about it. I'm fired up about this weekend. I want to keep saying yesterday because I think it's Monday. I'm fired up from this weekend. This weekend was great. It was great. Penix proved that he could avoid a pass rush from a good D line in the Pac-12, and that rarely happens. What are you saying? He said if he does that against Michigan, he's guaranteed the first round pick, if not a top 15 pick. Yeah. One of the guys on Facebook, I've learned to just keep scrolling when people put dumb shit. Or stuff that I don't agree with. Doesn't have to next to be dumb shit. It's just stuff I may not agree with. It's cool. It's fine. We don't need to argue all the time. But I delved into the cesspool that is Facebook or Twitter. I think it was Facebook. And the guy even said, he goes, I'm not trying to make this about a Justin Field post, but Michael Penix is, blah, 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 he's doing well. I'm like, you do know Justin Fields did the same thing in college. Same thing in college. He did the same thing in the college football playoffs. What Michael Penix Jr. did yesterday was nothing Justin Fields hasn't done in college. So to go, oh, Michael Penix, Justin Fields did that. Go back and take a look. 2 years he did it. Beat Clemson and Trevor Lawrence his senior year. Come on, man. Just because someone has a good game. And granted, it's the college football playoffs. And if you want to have a good game, that is the time to have a good game. That is the time to have everybody, especially because he's on the West Coast. And a lot of people don't see him. You know, the East Coast bias. That was a good game, good time to have a really good game. He picked a great time. There's no way I would love to get Michael Penix like a third or fourth rounder, but that's not even possible. That's not even possible. He's not going past the second round. He might be mid to first round, mid to late first round. So there's no way we're going to get him. But I do like him a lot. I like him a lot. A lot of good draft picks yesterday. Dallas Turner, defensive end from Alabama, a freaking monster. Oh my God. Oh my God. He reminds me. I coached a kid at Curie. DJ. He reminds me of DJ. DJ Price was his name. Great kid, great young man. I think he lives in Texas now. Big shout out to DJ Price. Like DJ, had he had more football training, maybe another year or two in Pop Warner or something. Dude, this dude, he ended up going to what school in Oklahoma? Langston, I think. I want to say Langston. I think he went to Langston. But he was bottom heavy. I mean, big, thick thighs, thick ass, like just powerful. Like you ain't moving him for shit. And he played with an attitude. That's who Dallas Turner reminded me of. Is my kid DJ Price. He looked mean. He did look mean. Whenever he gave you that look. But Dallas Turner, dude, he looked like he was like 25. And he played, I mean, he was just nasty. Took out a guard, set the edge. The running back was about to bounce it outside. He set the edge with the inside shoulder, bounced out. Running back had a cut back inside, boom, swallowed by the cavalry. This guy can do everything. There was a lot. And who said it? I think it was you, J2K. Dude, there was a lot of talent on display. Yes, it was J2K. It was you. A lot of talent is displayed. But that's what you're going to get. When you get teams in the Final Four, you're getting the best of the best. You're getting the best of the best. Byron Murphy. Russell, is that number 93? Is that number 93? Is that who Byron Murphy is? Because that son of a gun, what the hell? That dude is a beast. Is that who? I'm trying. Yeah, I don't remember. Russell, is that who Byron is? Number 93? The big dude? Big dude who looks like shit. What did Coach Eberflus call Billings? Not Momentum. One of the guys from the Marvel comics. Oh, yeah. Dude. Byron Murphy is nasty. Yes. Juggernaut. Thank you. That's right. Thank you, Junior. Oh, he's number 90? I thought it was 93. Who's the nose tackle for Texas? Number 93 was a big boy. Number 93 from Texas. Number 93 was dude, that monster was on the nose. I was like, holy sheesh. Texas. Texas. There you go. Football roster. Let me see. Sweat. That was his name? You're killing me. Texas football Longhorn players. Quinn Ewers. All right, I don't even know. Here you go. University of Texas football roster. Close. I'm trying to find it. Oh, cool. They got it by number, so I can scroll down to the end. Oh, Tavondre Sweat. That's who you talked about. Tavondre Sweat, senior. 6'4", 362 pounds. 362 pounds. And then Byron Murphy, the second, 6'1", 308. Yes, unbelievably athletic. Lord have mercy. Woo. Man, those games were awesome yesterday. I'm telling you. It was just a great week. It was a great week. If you're drunken degenerate, you had a phenomenal weekend. NFL on Sunday, Saturday, if you wanted to go out, Sunday, the NFL, New Year's Eve, Monday, New Year's Day, college football, day drinking all day. Man, if you're a drunken degenerate, it was your weekend. I am not a drunken degenerate, although I did have a little something on Saturday. But man, Crazy Ace in the Mickey Ficky house. Good morning, Papa. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, let's take a quick break. And actually, we still are going to get to top of the morning topics. So let's take a quick break. And on the other side of the break, we actually will get to the top of the morning topics. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Bears' first drive after the Younghoe Koo missed field goal. Justin Fields to her, has DJ Moore into the breadbasket, inside the 30-yard line. On the edge of field goal range, Fields time, check down, Johnson turns the corner, has the first down, zooms towards the goal line, pirouetted to the pylon. 3rd down and goal. Fields flings back corner, Moore! Touchdown Bears! Right in front of Jesse Bates.
Look at him in the slot. He's not outside going against any of the cornerbacks right there. And he gets a chance to get matched up on.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of CBS. That first tutty. And the way in the field where the press box is pretty wild. So it came right at us. So the press box, so I'm in the second row. The press box is staggered. There's 2 levels. And thanks, Steve-O. Thank you. It's 2 levels. And so the play came, we're in the right corner, literally the corner that DJ scored the touchdown. So as it happened, because I'm in the second level, I'm back a little from the window. I couldn't see. I had to stand up to see it. So as soon as I'm watching the play develop, and I see DJ in the slot, and as soon as he plants, I'm like touchdown. And I said touchdown. And my guy who's usually there, Andrea, is from Italy, but he lives in Chicago. He works for international newspaper, whatever. So he wasn't there because he's back home for the holidays. So I had no one next to me. And I'm like, oh, and I felt, so people must have thought I was weird talking to myself. Because on Tyreek Stevens' first interception, I'm like, oh, pick. And because I saw it happening. And I'm just yelling, pick. So it was nuts. So it's happening. I'm like, touchdown. And right away I stood up so I can see. And then sure enough, caught him. Like, dude, that was crazy. But you know what? Let's do it. You know how we do the first segment of every show when I'm not running late. It's called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Yay. Oh, did I do that? Oh man, I screwed that one up. The first top of the morning topic, you know how we do. We're not even going to mess around. Like, I know there was a college football playoff yesterday. I know, I get it. And it was great games. And man, it was cool. And all this other stuff. But man, there's only one place to start because yesterday was the first. It was. We're going to start with the Bears. Where else would we start? The Bears with a big win yesterday. I love it. The big win yesterday over Atlanta Falcons, 37-17. Justin Fields had an amazing day. I think he had I wouldn't say great game. I wanted him to get 300. I wanted him to get 300 and 100 rushing. Tyler Scott, he's having some rookie issues. But I digress. Justin Fields, 20 of 32, 268 yards, a tutty, no picks, 99.5 quarterback rating. He also had 11 carries, not one carry, 11 carries for 45 yards, another touchdown. DJ Moore, a phenomenal day. Another day at the office for DJ Moore. He is targeted 13 times, had 9 catches for 159 yards and a tutty. A beautiful, beautiful tutty. Like, if there's, you know what? I should have put that in there. The throw to DJ Moore was just insane. And he was on the radio this morning and he was talking about, he was like, he said the throw was perfect. He talked about their chemistry and how it's just growing and getting better. And whoever this dude is, or this dude, look at this catch. Or I should say, we saw the catch. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Now, the DB has it. He's going for it. He swipes and misses. The only other picture that I say would be better, and I don't even have a clear shot, it was in the paper yesterday, is this one. Look at that picture. That's from Charles something. Hold on, I got the paper right here. I don't want to discredit him or not mention him. Charles Rex Arbogast. I think isn't that who Junior? Isn't that who Mondo told me to look up? But look at that picture. How awesome! If this is your job, how awesome is it? Like, look at the DB's arms. Look at DJ Moore. The ball didn't even catch it in his hands. It just caught it in his arm. That's dope. That is dope. And yeah, the safety Jesse Bates is probably the best in the league. If not the best, he's up there. It was a late hands from DJ that got the quarterback off the point. Yeah. It was with gloves on. Yep. See, that's what you teach receivers, like especially in man coverage. All right, if you're in zone, okay, cool. But if you're in man and there's a guy right there, you got to get what they call late hands. You got to put him up at the last second. You got to have late hands because when you put your hands up, he puts his hands up, and it's going to be a split second delay. And there's one thing, and I wonder, you know what? I should ask him. I'm not going to have access to him again. Fudge. I have to ask him because one of the things that I did. Oh no, it's. Oh, you here? Okay, John Parker Bach. Okay, he's the other photographer. Okay, one thing I'm going to ask him because one of the things that there's little nuances to the game. Okay? There are little nuances to the game that most of you don't understand, and you'll never get it because you didn't play the game. One of the things that people do, and I used to teach my DBs. I don't know if you remember. For most of you do. Some don't. I would teach my DBs, if you're a man and when his eyes get big, turn your head. When his eyes get big, turn your head. Because that's what happens when you catch the ball. Your eyes get big. Well, somebody did that to me college. And I was so pissed as a linebacker. It'd run out, I'd run out and up, and they'd throw the ball, and my eyes got big as I'm looking for the ball, and he turned around and he'd always deflect it. How do you know? He goes, your eyes got big. So what I did is I had to practice. I had to practice not making my eyes big. So I just run, watch, laid hands. I would teach my DBs the same thing. All right, as a D coordinator. And I should ask him, like, so when you're about to catch a deep ball, all right, because you could look, all right, and see, but once your eyes open, I should ask DJ, have you practiced not opening your eyes? All right, because there's been a lot of catches this year that the dude was on him. Literally on him, and missed it by that much for all my Get Smart people. Yeah, Junior. Yeah, we're a visor. Yeah, even if it's a clear one, it's tough to see because you don't know what's reflecting off it or anything like that. You know what I mean? For a wide receiver on double moves, big eyes before your second break. So yeah. But there's also head moves and body. I play with a guy named Todd Daskowski. We called him Jedi because he was not the fastest dude at all, but he would get so much separation because of his body movements. Like say he's gonna run an out. He's a slot. He's gonna run an out. He'd come up. He'd throttle down and start turning inside. He throttled out, start turning inside. Bam. I mean, just his body, the way he moved his body, the way the head movements and it was amazing. He was always open. He was our third down guy at the Thunder. Our third down, you're always looking for Todd, Jedi or Jimmy, our tight end. So I have to ask Justin Fields. DJ Moore. Like, is that what you do? Hopefully I'm going to be able to work his camp again next year. That'd be pretty dope. And I'll get to ask him. But it's funny. It's funny. I asked, I told him, I think it was the second week I was like, hey, man. I said, hey, nice to meet you. I said, I said, just so you know, I worked your camp. I said, and Ari was with his daughter. I said, your daughter was in my group. He goes, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I remember you now. I was like, yeah. So hopefully I've been trying to work that angle. Believe you me. Crazy Ace. I'm reading people saying that they maybe bring Getsy back. Like, hell no, dude. Dude trying to save his job. All of a sudden, it feels like we're opening the playbook. Listen, the only way that I would be okay with him coming back is if he allowed Justin to do what Justin did. All right, see, because the problem with this is that, see, with what Eberflus did, he changed it up a little bit. He started bringing more pressure. He started doing more. He changed and found out what worked. Well, what Getsy did, found, they were able to find out what worked a little bit for Justin last year. Like, oh, cool. Well, now you should have just added your more pass plays to it and not say, okay, switch. So they switched from what worked last year as opposed to transitioning. They said, nope, stay in the pocket. Boom. which is fine, but don't take away Justin's legs. And then it seems like he reverts back to the shit that doesn't work. It's like you saw what worked. You did it for a while, then you changed it. All right, you saw it at the end of last year, then you changed it starting this year. Then after Justin's like, I'm too much coaching, when he was a cry for help, basically, then you changed it again right before he got hurt. Then when he comes back, you kind of like you can't keep doing that. You got to get your ego out of the way. I don't want him back. I don't want Luke Getsy back. And unfortunately, he might be. I don't want him back. I want I want an experienced play caller. One of J2K, this is one of the things that I have an issue with. He's such an enigma. He calls a good scripted game plan. We run the ball. Then when there's a crazy drop off and no setup from play to play. Yes. I forgot who said it. But my feeling is the same, is that, look, if you do well 1 through 15, start 5 through 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after those 10. Like, run the same script again. Or go backwards. Or my thing is, here's what bugs me. Actually, I can't even say that anymore because we started off very well in the second halves. Like, we have a huge point differential in our favor in the third quarter. So does he script those as well? Because I'm like, man, I want him to script the second half, the first drive of the second half. Hell yeah. But I'm in the locker room and I asked DJ Moore about it. I'm like, you know what? Because they ran a lot of man. I mean, if they're running man, like you saw a lot of his touchdown, he's running away from somebody. He's running a deep in. There's another one. It was like an over route where he just has guys trailing him. Like, you just run away from people. And I asked him, I'm like, they seem to be running 2-man. Is that why you were so effective?
There were a couple of those throws earlier. It was amazing throws. It was one ball we was talking about. It was kind of like the snow kind of got in my way, so I had to track it, and then like blind catching, I was just like, oh, thank goodness, I caught it to the sideline. So I was looking, I was like, all right, forget about it. I'm gonna just, I didn't say forget about it, I said something else. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna just trust myself to catch this, and I really did it.
What do you say about the ball? Crossing routes. Was it because they played a lot of 2-man? He had to trail you.
I mean, a lot of crossing routes. When you get man coverage, you want to run away. So that played a part into it.
That played a part into it. I know. I know. I know, Justin. I asked a question to which I already knew the answer, but I asked it anyway. Oh, man. What are you asking? Or why doesn't the script lead to plays off it? Because it varies. It just varies. Like, where are you going to be? Derek, that's a great question. That's a great question. That's a phenomenal question. If they get a new OC, wouldn't that retard or stunt or stop or make him go back, regress, Fields' growth? No. Depends on the OC. Depends on the OC. Okay. Here's why. Derek, great freaking question. And we'll talk to Erik. Erik's coming up in a couple of minutes. Okay. Because if you get an offensive coordinator who is detail oriented, then he's going to understand that everything starts with your feet. Everything. And if you watch the dropbacks, you watch Justin Fields' dropbacks, he's very lazy on his dropbacks. And I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more times. When things happen on the field, it's because of one of two reasons. They're either coached or they're allowed. That's it. Justin Fields is allowed to do this. Watch some of his throws. I'll go some of his first. I don't know if we'll have it. We'll go with the one we just watched.
Bears' first drive after the Younghoe Koo missed field goal. Justin Fields to work. Pass DJ Moore into the breadbasket. Inside the 30-yard line. On the edge of field goal range. Fields time. Check down. Johnson turns the corner, has the first down. Zooms towards the goal line. Pirouetted to the pylon.
If you saw, I just stopped it after that. If you saw that, the first one, he got back quick. 1, 2, 3, bam, planted through, hit DJ Moore on the corner, on the side. You see that? Beautiful. And the second one is like, and he's like, he's like, look, it's not in rhythm. So if you get an offensive coordinator, DC, that shows you and beats it over your head how important your footwork is for timing in an offense, it will actually help him. It would actually help him because I'll show you those two plays again. Watch the first play where he goes back 1, 2, 3, boom, gets it out on the third one, I believe, and hits DJ Moore. The second one, he's like, who am I looking at? Oh, I have Roschon Johnson. Watch.
Bears' first drive after the Younghoe Koo missed field goal. Justin Fields to work. Pass DJ Moore into the breadbasket. Inside the 30-yard line. On the edge of field goal range. Fields time. Check down. Johnson turns the corner, has the first down. Zoom.
So you see the difference in those two? So if you get a guy who focuses, and again, everything starts with your feet, and impresses upon him the importance of your feet, and he buys in. Listen, if Justin gets his feet in rhythm, it's over. It's over. He will be a top 5 quarterback as long as he wants to be. If he gets his feet in order, and you need an offensive coordinator to beat that into his head, you need that. I'm telling you, I work with quarterbacks. I was a quarterback coach for a couple of years, so I get it and I understand it. And why it's not being demanded at that level, I don't know. It has nothing to do with his talent. It has to do with the fundamentals of football. And if you get him to understand that his feet are the most important freaking thing in being a quarterback, he's a top 5, top 3 quarterback guaranteed. Look what he did running. Dude, the Houdiniac was stupid. Like, how the hell did you get out of that shit? Seriously. I'm watching him like, oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, he didn't. If you get his feet together, it's over. The rhythm. I'm telling you, just the rhythm of 1, 2, 3 throw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 throw. You get Justin into that game, set, match. We will be a perennial NFC championship game contender. But I said Nagy. Getsy isn't that detail oriented, because if he was, Justin would do it all the time. I got my guest coming up next. I'm going to ask him. He said it before, but I'll have him say it again. The importance of footwork for a quarterback. He might know. He played the position, so he might know a little bit about whether or not footwork is important. But that's the thing. So if you get another offensive coordinator for him, cool. Yes, he's going to have to learn a new offense. That's fine. Hell, if you trade him, he's going to have to learn another new offense anyway. So what the hell? But if he impresses the importance of footwork and rhythm and timing and gets it through Justin's skull, dude, it's literally, there's no limit for that kid. None whatsoever. But I'm fired up, man. I am fired the freak up. You know what time it is. We're going to take a quick break, and on the other side of the break, our man's in them. EK Pass, Erik Kramer on the other side of the break. We're going to talk, and I'm going to ask, that's going to be the first question I ask him. about feet. That's what a quarterback needs. And hey, Chicago, we're famous for our footwork, aren't we, West Siders, South Siders? Let me see your footwork. We got to get justice some footwork. Keep it locked right here. Erik Kramer coming up next right here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
To run for 17, back he goes, here comes Chubb, there goes the ball, touchdown, Mooney! Jones will walk at the left tackle, time for Fields, now he'll accelerate to get the first down, and break tackles, and he's off to the races, oh, he got a terrific block.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
This year, my mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
These colorful binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I need for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
These scissors really come in handy in art class. These colored pencils, too.
These new socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
And I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
This year and years past knows why he's supposed to be doing certain things, like throwing the ball deep to DJ Moore, out of bounds. That extends another game. Bears offense in the red zone. Fields on the rollout. Off balance throw across the body. It's there. Inside the 10-yard line for Robert Tonyan. Trent Taylor in motion. There is Fields in his legs. Dances outside. Stretches. Touchdown, Justin Fields.
The left side of your screen there. DJ Moore pulling the jersey towards him. Terrell's not happy to right tackle.
Get the snap off in time. 3rd down, 8 to go. Heineke dances, swallowed up.
You're an idiot. For those of you who don't know the whole story, so I was on the score. They were talking about me on the score last week because I asked Justin the question, like, don't you have a jumbo package where you bring an offensive lineman or something? And, you know, I was all over social media on it last week. Sports Illustrated did a meme about it. Like, this is what Justin said to the reporter. But what happened? Tons of podcasts started talking about the short yardage situation. Both radio stations were talking about the Bears and short yardage situation. There was even an article. There was even an article on Thursday or Friday where they talked about the short yardage situation. And what happened the first time they were 3rd and 1? Number 75 is reporting in as eligible. Thank you very much. All right. So they're talking about me on the score, and they didn't know who asked the question. It was Bernstein and Holmes. And they said, he's not a guy who covers the team. He's only covers the home games, not the road games. And they said, go ask Mark Grody. Grody's always in there. So they bring him in, and Grody's like, he's a really great guy. He's a nice guy, and this and this. And he's like, yeah, his name's Greg, and this and this. And then they're like, no, it's Shawn Sierra. And he's like, I thought it was Greg. And so that's the thing. So everyone started calling me Greg. I got like 15 texts like, hey, Greg. And then the other day, someone was like, hey, Shawn, make sure you're nice to Justin this week. And I'm like, I'm going to be nice. I don't know if Greg's going to be very nice. So that was pretty funny, Steve, with the Greg thing. Well, guys, you know what time it is? It's not our Monday morning quarterback. It's our Tuesday morning quarterback. Man, our guy, Erik Kramer.
This segment of Shawn and Maya in the Morning, Monday Morning Quarterback with Erik Kramer, is sponsored by Goal Mental Wellness, Inc. Because your life is calling. Goal, get out and live. Because life is too short.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So
Erik, what's up, buddy? You can call me Greg if you want. That's cool.
I'm going to call you the quiet catalyst of this Bears finish to this season, which is awesome. So, yeah, take all the credit you want. I love it. You're right. They actually did what you suggested they do, or at least ask questions why they weren't. So, I love it. I love it. And I also heard the last part of what sounded to me like you are a current graduate of the Erik Kramer quarterback school. And love that too.
Yeah. So one of the guys asked us that the question was, he said, if it was it J2K or was it Derek Carter? He said, if he gets another offensive coordinator, won't that retard or stunt his growth? And I said, no. I said, because he's gonna have to learn a new offense. I said, but if he gets it beat into his head, the importance of his footwork, his timing could be so much better. And I showed coming out of break the first clip I had. So the first play, DJ Moore, it was 1, 2, 3, bounce, boom, throw. And the second clip was to Roschon Johnson. Is like sauntering back. He's looking, nothing. I got Roschon Johnson. He hit him. It was great. It was a great play. It got positive yards, but it wasn't quick. It wasn't precise. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was just, he's open. I'll just hit him. It wasn't, there was no timing involved in that particular one. And that's what got me. That's what I was telling Derek. I'm like, if he gets his footwork down to the point where and this is kind of a West Coast offense. So how the hell are you not adamant about footwork? I was like, that follows me like nails on a chalkboard. Footwork and West Coast offense must go hand in hand. And if it doesn't, you get inconsistent play from the quarterback.
So well said. Let me just say this. You can't watch the NFL these days and not watch the West Coast offense. So everybody runs some version of it. And when you talk about getting a new offensive coordinator, I disagree that it's taken a step backward because they all run some version of the same offense. And one of the things in the clips that I just saw, the one to DJ Moore, great that he threw it in rhythm. Where should that ball have been thrown, actually, though? DJ Moore was running straight down the field and would have scored had he not been let out of bounds by Justin Fields. And a great job by Robert Tonyan on that deep crosser route off of that play action you could see the linebacker, I think it was, wheel and run in front of Robert Tonyan, who then stepped back. And so obviously he and Justin Fields read it the same way. And those are the kind of steps and progression I believe that Justin Fields has made. Justin Fields has two things to thank. One, his thumb injury, and two, Tyson Bagent. Because if you realize when Justin Fields has played well, it's the second half of this year, not the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is the simplification of doing fundamental things very well over and over and over. And so I agree with you. I think Justin Fields has really improved. And this is where you and I are going to now take that fork in the road. So I think he's improved enough where there are going to be several teams, the Falcons possibly being one of them, that Justin would have trade value for. So my belief, as you know all along, has been trade Justin Fields and acquire more draft picks and go get a guy like, I don't care who you get. There's 4 or 5 of them that could step into that role. You could trade out of the number 1 spot, or you could get Caleb Williams. Doesn't matter to me. You could trade that pick and go down and get a guy like Bo Nix, or whoever. And
or
so
Penix, the guy from last night, people like too. I like him as well.
Whoever, put a question mark there. Doesn't matter. You go get an elite. You go get a Trent Williams at left tackle, and we obviously seen now the development of Braxton Jones. But my belief is Braxton Jones is going to be a great backup for either tackle.
Swing tackle, yeah.
Which you're going to need. But if you get an elite left tackle, now you got 2 of them. And you go out and shore up the interior of that offensive line. To me, there's 2 weak spots. There's one of the guards that's not played by Tevin Jenkins and center. And then you're stacked on the offensive line with all young players, by the way.
Yeah.
And or one of those picks, those high picks, you use on an edge rusher to go opposite Montez Sweat. Something like that. But this is one of the better young teams. I'm talking about the Bears now, this second half of the season, a lot like last year's Detroit Lions. And so, and I've been saying that all along too, is that these two franchises for so long have mirrored themselves in mediocrity, but are now the Lions are relevant, and I believe next year the Bears will be just as relevant.
Yeah, they won 8 out of the last 10 and really finished hot. They were white hot when the way they finished the season last year. They just started off bad, just like we did this year. I'll disagree with you for a second. I think Justin was playing his best, second to best ball before he got injured, and then he played his best ball after he got injured. And because of where we will agree on this one is that, okay, you did get to step back. You did get to look at it from a coach's perspective. You got to watch another guy run it better than you did per se. So, like, okay, I need to incorporate some of this. He's gotten, in my opinion, he's gotten a lot more efficient with his game. And I think that's the most important thing, that you're efficient, even though he didn't have to. And I wanted him to get the 300 yards because that just looks better. You know, with Tyler Scott had that one, and I even tweeted him, like, Tyler Scott either can't or won't take advantage of his. I would have been a big boy touchdown catch, but you got to make those big boy touchdown catches because you're in the NFL. Sorry.
You are too. Exactly.
So,
yep. But I agree with you. When I looked at the stats of yesterday's game with Justin, he had exactly what you would want to have. I mean, he was efficient. He was 20 of 30, 1 or 2, a touchdown, 250-ish yards, no mistakes, no fumbles, no interceptions. But then you add up his running total, and it's not just the total. Obviously, he scored on the one, but it's the threat of him running that also brings concern to a defense. And so I agree with you, man. I think he is getting better and better and better, and it's a great thing to see. As the team's getting better, not coincidentally, and wins are stacking up as Justin Fields is getting better.
Yeah, and that's why. So give me your take then, and that's why I think, and I've said for the longest time, like, Eberflus is coming back. I just feel he's coming back. Yeah. This team is on the uptick. The defense is shored up, and like I said, the politics that's involved. Like, you gotta, you talk to Eberflus and, like, look, dude, you're gonna come in, you're a defensive guy, and I'm gutting the defense. All right. You do me this solid. Just you hang in 23, in 22, in 23. All right, we're gonna get the offense done, and at 24, I can truly evaluate you. All right, don't worry about 23. There's gonna be a lot of all types of BS going on because you're gonna lose, and blah blah blah. Hopefully, we start winning sooner than later. But I got you for 23. I believe that's the conversation that was had. All right, and dude, they're the confidence, and that's what I was asking. That's one of my favorite questions this year was the different guys they'd ask, well, where's your confidence level? Now that you're doing this, and you see when I asked Jalen Johnson that a couple weeks ago, he looked at me like, it's the highest it's ever been. Tyreek Stevenson last week, same thing. So these guys are playing with a lot of confidence, and that goes a long way. Talk to me about this running game. Because I asked Khalil Herbert the same question, and he just smiled and laughed because he's healthy. His high ankle sprain is done, and you see the cuts, you see the speed. Talk to me about this running game, and it's been mostly with Khalil Herbert.
Well, again, it comes back to players getting healthy and being able to show what they can do on a consistent basis throughout a game. You saw Khalil Herbert. He's obviously gifted when it comes to his speed. He's got good hands. And then we saw some power runs where he actually trucked a linebacker or two. And
that surprised me. That surprised me.
I got it. But you've got an excellent run blocking offensive line. Multiple excellent running backs that are all versatile. And as we've been talking now for a couple seasons, this is one of the better offensive running games in the NFL. And so, focus on that, keep that going. And I think that's what they're doing now, because when you can run the ball, great play action occurs next. When you have a quarterback that can read defenses and just get first downs. So yesterday I went to the Rose Bowl, right, and saw Jalen Milroe fall flat on his face. And after the game, the people I was with, we were at a little diner, and there happened to be a TV screen watching showing the Texas Longhorn Washington game. Quinn Ewers drops back and in rhythm checks it down. Guess how many yards that guy got? Over 20. I go, that's what Jalen Milroe can't do. He can't read a defense in rhythm, and as part of that reading, check it down, because it goes 1, 2, 3. But it doesn't matter if it's first guy, second guy, third guy, fourth guy, whatever. If you're efficient in what you do and you get to the ball to the right guy in time, that guy gets yards, not just 5, 6 yards, sometimes 15, 20 yards.
Right.
And those are the things that keep first downs going and keep an offense going and end in touchdowns. And that's the thing that's when you get into the 24, 31, 35 point a game category. And that's what we just saw yesterday out of the Chicago Bears.
Let me ask you this question, guys. We're joined by Erik Kramer, former Chicago Bears quarterback, talking Bears football here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. And here's the question that I ask you, and I've asked other people who say trade Justin Fields. Do you realize we put up 37 points and Justin Fields didn't have a great day? I think he had a really good day. He didn't have a great day. Imagine if he had a great day, what this guy would do. Those 37 points, and Atlanta's defense was a good defense. That was one of the better defenses we played.
Yeah.
That to me, well, speak on that. Why? To me, that shows you the potential of this offense when they do get another left guard not named Tevin Jenkins, okay, and they do get a center. This offense is ready to explode. 37 points in the NFL. Now that if you do that on a consistent basis, they're talking about you're like the next coming of the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes or the Dolphins. Who got their ass kicked this week, but that's there.
I agree with you. I just personally don't feel Justin Fields is that guy. He's had 3 seasons now? 4?
2.5, almost 3.
Okay.
Next week will be 3.
So roughly 3 seasons to show what he can do. If you add up all the games, there's no freaking way there's no way I can come up with Justin Fields is the answer from this point forward. Can't do it. No way. Because he hasn't done it against one good team yet. on game after game after game. There's nobody here, nobody in Chicago, you included, that can say, oh, rack up all these games and I see a gradual ascent that's going to continue. You can't even say that. And so I know I can't. But what I do think is that Justin Fields has played himself into the conversation where now other teams, multiple other teams, would like to trade for him. And when you trade for somebody, you got to be, it's who bids the highest, meaning that could contain a player on the current roster of that team that for whatever reason, Ryan Poles and his staff think that, oh, this guy could be plugged in right here like DJ Moore and be that guy. It could include draft picks, which it would for sure will. And the better Justin Fields plays, even the next game, the higher that draft pick gets. Because now you got 4 or 5 teams bidding for one guy. And so that's my thought, is that Justin Fields can't continue this. No way.
So do you think he's gonna if he goes somewhere else that he can really get unlocked and really be a much better player?
I don't. I think wherever he goes, Chicago Bear fans are not going to have to worry about, we just traded a guy who's now the MVP. Not going to happen. And so, again, this is, let somebody build their own value up, which is now what he's done, and then trade him at the height of his value, which is right now. Name a time in Justin Fields' career where his value was higher than it is today.
You
can't.
Yeah, no. My whole thing is this, and again, we're on separate sides of the opposite sides of the fence, because my thing is all these great quarterbacks that we have in the league, and even in the past, they've all had one thing. They've all had quarterback people to help develop them, and Justin Fields hasn't had that. At Ohio State, he did. Not here. You look at, and let me give you some of the names of the people, and you're like, oh my goodness. And then look at who he's at. Cam Newton, back in the day. Mike Shula, okay, offensive mind. Patrick Mahomes, we know who he is. Andy Reid. Joe Burrow, Brian Callahan's been there his whole career. Justin Herbert, Kellen Moore. Remember, he was the next hot offensive prospect when he left the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson had Greg Roman. Tua, Mike McDaniel. Hurts, Doug Peterson. Allen and Josh Allen. He has Brian Dable before Brian Dable left. Brock Purdy, lucky him, had Kyle Shanahan. CJ Stroud, Bobby Slowick from the Shanahan tree. Matthew Stafford had Sean McVay. Jared Goff now has Ben Johnson, revived his career. Love, Matt LaFleur, Kirk Cousins, Kevin O'Connell. These are all quarterback people to mentor and coach a quarterback. Justin Fields, Matt Nagy, Bill Lazor, and Luke Getsy. I think you put him with somebody, my guy, I'm still with him. I'm still beating a drum for is Greg Roman. But you put him with someone who adapts the offense to him and makes in this guy. I believe this guy is going to be one of the faces of the league. I just think that with proper coaching, this guy's got it. And because it's going to break a lot of his bad habits, because you and I both know whatever happens on the field is coached or allowed. Mm-hmm. If you're allowed to saunter back on your throws and look around, and then you're going to do it. And if you're taught, that's not what we're doing. Boom, boom, boom. And you're on players. And here's the thing with me and Justin, like the psychology of it, I looked at. I didn't realize, I knew Justin's dad was a cop. Justin's dad is also an ex-Marine. So there's discipline like a son of a gun in that house. I've never even met his dad, and I can tell you there's discipline in that house, in his upbringing. He needs a coordinator who's going to be, I need you to do it this way. Mm-hmm. I need it done this way, because that's what he's very familiar with. Ryan Day at Ohio State. People at Ohio State, Alabama, I need you to do it my way because I got tons of 5 stars behind you if you don't want to do it. I think that's the type of guy we need, and if we do, I think you're going to see it. What's going to be unleashed in Justin is going to be something that we haven't seen. But we need that dude, And that's why Ryan Poles got to call him. Like, do you take the psychological profile too of like his upbringing and see what kind of coaching he does well under? Because hey, I'm for a small fee, a small 6-figure fee. I got you, Ryan. Don't worry about it.
I'll save a spot for Justin out here. He can come out and train, with what we do. So you make a lot of good points, and I think that that's another strong, thought and track that the Bears could go down, and who knows, that might work out too.
Yeah, talk to me about this defense though. What the hell is going on? These dudes look like ravaged dogs now. These DBs are picking everything off. I asked, and this is one of the things I asked Tyreek Stevenson in the locker room, where his confidence is at, or I asked him, did he bait the quarterback? Because I thought he baited him. It's funny. Here's what he. Where is it? Here's what he said.
You talked about the game slowing down for you. How comfortable are you out there right now?
Very comfortable because of the guys around me. The guys around me have been pushing me since I got here. I pretty much got thrown the fire, and all them guys been doing is just, using their fiery signature to try to put it out and just give me the confidence that I need.
Did you bait that quarterback on that first TD? Because it looked like you were sunk in and you were waiting for him to throw it. As soon as he turned his hips, he sunk back.
It was cover 2. Just studying a little Jalen Johnson film. Show him short, but make sure we able to get back. Just kept my hips open. Know I had my responsibility low, but also know I got to help the safety high, and just he put the ball in harm's way, and I'm gonna go get it every time.
How awesome is that when you say, like, I studied Jalen Johnson film? I'm studying my teammate. Why am I studying him? Because he's been pretty damn successful.
They learn, right? I mean, you watch somebody who looks to be everybody else as a guy, like, okay, that guy knows what he's doing. I'm going to pay attention a little bit more what he is doing. And yeah, that's how players learn. It's not only from coaches. They take in everything around them that's working for either them or someone else. And I love it. And when you asked about the defense and they're playing like, their hair's on fire, and it's awesome to see, because defense travels, man. It goes wherever you go, it goes. And it doesn't matter if the weather's good, bad, makes no difference. You shut off running lanes and put pressure on the quarterback. It's amazing how many good things do happen.
Talk to me about this guy. This guy, he's still so like mild. It's awesome. I can't wait to see how he gets. But like, he's still so mild-mannered, and Javon Dexter Sr. is a monster. Oh my goodness. And I asked him, like, where is he at? Your confidence, because you come from a two gap scheme where you're not a penetrator, looking, you try to see where the ball is, you shed and go, and now to get to be in a scheme where you have to penetrate and make plays. This Joker's making plays. He's not only sacking the quarterback, he's stopping the run. This is what he said when I asked him that.
Where's your confidence at? You started off as the different techniques from college to here, and you've really adapted. And from my perspective, I've seen you grow. How do you feel? Where's your confidence at going into the end of your rookie year?
Our confidence is pretty. I wouldn't say low, but I'm high, but it's right where it needs to be. Knowing that you got hit, you got to the quarterback, and
you're getting on a consistent basis now.
Yeah, for me, but I still I don't want to get complacent, so just still looking to improve. So yeah, my confidence is up as far as getting to the quarterback, but as far as learning and being getting better is still the same.
I like he's a man among boys.
Oh well, I guess I'll do this again next week, and I love it, because it's like I love it when like playing with Barry Sanders. There was nobody less impressed with Barry's exploits than Barry, and all right, well, I guess I'll do it again next week then too. And I love how the thought process is, well, I'm just, whatever I am here, I'm going to get better next week, and so on and so on and so on. And that's the kind of play you want to have out of people, that he's a game wrecker. He's the guy. What's the guy's name that everybody thought the Bears should get that came out of Georgia last year that went to Philly?
Oh, Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter. He's Jalen Carter too. And it doesn't matter where you put him on the field. He's going to wreck your game. And so, you again, that's where this comes from. All it is talented people with the right mindset that you put in position to orchestrate and Matt Eberflus has done a phenomenal job of that. He's a mild-mannered guy. He doesn't get excited. A lot of great coaches don't get excited, at least externally. And so, I think the staff and led by Matt is very confident in what they do. They were very confident coming in, what they were looking for, and how to teach. Once they found what they were looking for, how to teach it and mold it all to play together. And that's what we're seeing. And it's to me, a very exciting defense to watch.
You're so right, because they found what they're looking for. And everyone talked about Jalen Carter and passing him up, and he started off well. He did. And I'm not slighting him. There's no disrespect to Jalen Carter at all. Okay, none whatsoever, because the guy is probably going to be a great player for a long, long time. But that doesn't take away from Gervon Dexter being a great player. It doesn't take away from him ascending and progressing and developing into a great player as well. They just didn't want to deal with the headache and the off the field issues. And they said, hey, we got a guy that we think can be as good as him or maybe even better. And they trusted their scouting. They trusted and more important than their scouting, they trusted their coaching and said, yeah, I can get the best out of him. And they're getting the best out of him, because this dude is, like you said, it's so weird. Like, dude, like saying with like a little more bass in your voice, like, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm happy where I'm at. I want to get better. He's like, no, I'm just, yeah, I don't want to get
barely
by.
even hear him talking to the microphone.
And I was right next to him, literally right next to him.
It reminds me of, as you were talking about this, it reminds me of that scene in Shawshank Redemption where Red finally gets out of prison. And he goes to wherever that little tree was, and he kind of unearths what's around the rocks. He pulls his stuff out, dusts it off, opens it up, and in there is what he was told would be in there. Right. And that's right now Gervon Dexter, and it's Tyreek Stevenson, and it's a multitude of players over these last 2 or 3 drafts that are now, okay, didn't get Jalen Carter, but got Darnell Wright, who is a phenom at right tackle after, a full season now as a rookie. And what Braxton Jones at times has developed into, and just the concert of it all, like you said, not only just discovering where these players are, because, Gervon Dexter could have gone to a lot of teams, but he didn't. He came to the Bears. And just the way you think, okay, not what he's just today. When he gets in our system, what's he going to be? And that's the brilliance of how Ryan Poles' staff and Matt Eberflus' staff work in concert themselves.
Yeah, they've done a phenomenal job. And, everyone, I know the media, and I'm part of it now, but the media likes to start a lot of shit, and, and just for clickbait and everything. And, well, Ryan Eberflus' job is on the line too. Ryan Poles' job might be on the line too. And I'm like, first of all, no, you've never been in a locker room. All right. Maybe you don't even know how to read body language. I'm like, but I can read body language. I can see, like, there's no animosity. There's no, very business-like, there's no business-like attitude or air between Poles and Eberflus. There's none. Like, he loves this guy, and Eberflus loves him back. Like, the way they interact, okay, is great to see, because they're both on the same page. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Same page, same sentence, same everything. These two dudes are locked in, and I just love the fact that they are. I love the fact that everyone's just talking and they're just letting it go by. Talk to me about this offensive coordinator, though. If they do keep Justin, because Eberflus is coming back, do you change offensive coordinators, or do you say, hey, give him a chance to straighten it out like you let Eberflus straighten out the defense?
No. In a word, no.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It looks like we're on the same side of the fence this one. Thank you. Thank you. So why wouldn't you? Because I'll tell you why I wouldn't, but why wouldn't you?
Well, because there's too many fundamental things wrong with what they've done so far, which I've detailed in the past. I mean, some of the plays that have been, he doesn't just call plays, he designs plays. And in the way some of these plays that I've seen over the years are designed, there's no way to win. I don't care who's playing quarterback. And so out. I mean, you've had your time. You weren't a coordinator when you got here, and you didn't do well when you were here. Gone.
Yeah. I didn't like the fact that So when he had Justin, there were a couple of times I saw Justin go from right, literally one read. His number one read was to the right, but his number two read was to the left. I'm like, that's awful far for you to go. And he didn't marry the routes. So and I forgot who it was, who they were playing. They hit it was against the Bears. They hit our defense, but it was a cover two. So they had the outside guy on the left run a deep curl, like about a 20-yard curl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, much deeper than normal. So that safety came up. They had a running back with a swing route. They had a guy. They had the slot. Well, they had the wide route over here. He ran a go route, which took that other safety, and then the slot route ran an over route behind the left safety. And I'm like, that's how you marry routes, because you have the over route, you have the curl, you have the flat, all to this side.
Yeah.
As opposed to going a long route here. No, then I come to the flat here. Then I got to go over there. No, I was like, that was, and I'm a football geek like that. I'm like, that was a beautifully designed play. Like boom, 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 3 levels, same side of the field, and you put the safety in conflict. I was like, ooh, that's why I don't want him around, because I don't see that often. I don't see it. And yesterday was the first time I saw like a lot more crosses. Like, you came from Green Bay. That's all they did was crossing routes.
Yeah.
All they did for us for the last 30 freaking years was crossing routes and getting somebody open. And we're not running them with a guy like DJ Moore. I'm like, yeah, you got to go. You got to go. Yeah. So we're on the same page there.
And again, some of it is think about what San Francisco does, for example. Okay. So they acquire, whether it be trade, draft, free agency, they acquire players to fit their system.
Bingo.
And they craft their system to fit their players. So Deebo Samuel, is he a running back or is he a receiver?
Yes.
Is Christian McCaffrey a running back or is he a receiver?
Yes.
And so that's my point, is they figure out ways to keep their same personnel on the field, and they're going to find who your linebacker is that's going to be covering Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And they put him in a spot. They put your guy in a spot where he can't do that. And same with Deebo Samuel. And that's what I don't see Luke Getsy doing, because in my opinion, DJ Moore is a whole lot more than a wide receiver. And yet we haven't seen him do anything but that, except for one freaking play where he gets a direct snap and fakes a reverse to Justin and then walks in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
But we can all see that one play in 1 year, that's it. And you knew you were going to get him, and you haven't crafted an offense around what he can do.
You need a package. Here's 20 plays for you. Just 20 out of multiple formations. Same play, just different formations. And you got to have, when that as soon as they told you that was a possibility, you better start creating shit like that. Like, oh, I'm excited. I was excited when we got DJ Moore, man. And you're right. The fact that you didn't do that, like, I would love to see him do a lot more Deebo Samuel stuff. I'd love to see them actually get more Velus Jones in there with Deebo Samuel stuff, although he's still a little for me. And I think a little more screens, a little. And for Deebo or for Velus, I want quick hitters for him. Get him the ball quick. Give me a slant. All right. That's another thing, Eric. Dude, if I swear to God, if I had hair, I'd pull it out. Where in incarnations are the God blessed slants when they're coming with heat? Where are the slants?
Right.
A quick boop, 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 catch it, and now you go. Now you're trailing Velus Jones with 4.3 speed. Come on, man. These are all reasons that are not being used.
Velus Jones, when he got here, should have been working on how to release off the line versus press, and then 2, one route. Actually 2. 1A and 1B, a slant and a sluggo. That's it. So
for those of you who don't know, sluggo, slant, and go. For those of you who don't know.
And so if you can get good at releasing off the line of scrimmage versus press, there's nobody that's going to run with that dude. It's like Tyreek Hill. And then if he can run a slant, because you're going to catch a slant right about 8-9 yards deep. So that's a first down on most 3rd and 7s. And then you also be able to run a slant and go. And that's your one route. Love it. Love it with a guy like that. And that's a weapon that not everybody has. Now you start asking him to do all the other things that he does when he comes in here, and it's amazing, isn't it, how fast a player's confidence can go down?
Oh yeah.
And those are things that all add up to what we've been talking about, that Luke Getsy in particular hasn't figured out.
Before we let you go, and guys, we're joined by Erik Kramer, former Chicago Bears quarterback, talking Bears football here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Going to Green Bay. Green Bay is playing very well. They need a victory to get into the playoffs. The Bears are playing very well. They would love nothing more than to avenge that first game loss at home and upset the Packers' chances of getting into the playoffs. How do you see this game playing out? Because Justin got some dogs with him now. Justin didn't have Montez Sweat before. All right, he didn't have a mature or the chemistry with him and DJ Moore wasn't where it is now. How do you see this game playing out?
Are the Bears going to the playoffs?
They are not.
Last game of the season, Lions winning the Lambeau. Were they going to the playoffs?
No.
Remember, and they knew they weren't going. Remember somebody catches Dan Campbell on the sideline and says, well, what's your motivation now that you know you aren't going? And he goes, well, they aren't going. So that's what I see. That's what I want to see out of the Bears.
Yeah.
Is that, you talked about, and everybody can see now, this is a team on the rise. But then so again are the Packers. And so again is Jordan Love. And years and years and years of losing to the Packers with Favre, Rodgers, and now Love. This is a great game to tell the rest of the NFL world that the Bears this year are different from the Bears that started the year and were there last year. And that they've now turned the corner themselves, and they can fulfill what I see and you see is that next year this is going to be a different Bears team, because this year is a different Lions team. And so I think the stage is set perfectly, as you talked about, that the Bears have a lot of good things going for them at the end of the year that they didn't have necessarily at the beginning of the year. So we'll see.
We will see. And I'm hoping, and that's what they're saying in the locker room as well. Like, you know what? We'd love to avenge that. They beat us in our home court. Or DJ Moore, I think, said they beat us here. Now it's time for us to go beat them there. And you know what? The fact that we if we do, we'll probably knock them out of the playoffs. That's even better. So as a Bears fan, as a meathead Bears fan, there would be nothing better than knock those sons of guns out of the playoffs and laugh at them. Like, we had a better record. Yeah, and you're sitting home watching the playoffs just like actually because of us. Right. Erik, great stuff, buddy. I appreciate it. Let everyone know where they can find you and your work online.
At EK.
And don't forget to tell about your book as well.
Oh, yeah. And that's right. So The Ultimate Comeback is a book we just released here a couple months ago, back in early November. And so doing real well, but you can always find me at EK Pass. I've actually started what is it, X now? X,
officially. If you see the top of the screen, my producer had to change it from Twitter, the little birdie, to X. I'm like, okay.
Right. You can't, X has to come up with a thing that you can do now, like tweet. And who knows? But anyway, so EK Pass.
Great stuff, buddy. We'll talk next week. Thank you so much.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Guys, that's Erik Kramer, former Chicago Bears quarterback, coming on every week. Man, great stuff. Great stuff. It's going to be interesting. The feel of this team. I can't wait. And it's a 325 game. It's the second game. It's a national game. Woo-wee. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, who leads them? All right, is Justin leading them? I think Matt Eberflus is a good leader. I think Matt Eberflus is going to deal with that. Because I'll tell you what, I think that Matt Eberflus is a whole different coach to them. I've asked Eberflus questions. Yeah, I haven't met him or interacted, hung out with him, except in a professional manner. I can guarantee you he's a different guy. Trust me, he gets a little similar to, if you ever heard the way that the Super Bowl Bears, 05, 06, 07, like that the Urlacher, Briggs, Tillman, like that Bear, if you ever heard the way that they talk about Lovey, and they're like, no, you don't see Lovey. Lovey's mild mannered. He's quiet in the media and when the cameras are on, they go, but in that locker room, at practice, when you aren't around, when the media is not allowed at practice, it's a different story. And I think that's how Eberflus is. I feel it. I just feel that's how he is. I'm excited. I can't put it in more. I can't describe it anymore. Like, this is a game, and I think Erik put it succinctly. Like, this is a chance to show, like, things changed. Things have changed in the NFC North. Things have changed. And, the hope for me, and this is a big offseason, and here's the awesome part, is we can literally get everything we need, or the things left over that we didn't get last year, we can get this year. In this offseason. Terrell Lewis, I don't know, is he on a squad? I don't understand what the issue was with him. Free agent. He's a free, so he didn't sign with anybody. He's 6'5", 260. Man. Wow, he's in the practice squad. Yeah. Like, I don't understand what they didn't like about him. He was sacking the quarterback things. He was a problem off the edge. Let's see. Someone said there's podium flus and lock. Oh, yeah. There's podium. Podium flus just talks your ear off. Yeah. Gets he focused on split field reads because he thought Claypool could win on the opposite side of DJ. When Claypool didn't work out, Getsy switched to a pure progression scheme. Yeah, why, dude? Claypool still ain't done shit with Miami. It just goes to show, like, there's a person who literally wasted his opportunity to make a lot of money in the NFL. Wasted it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell him. I honestly don't know. Black Diamond in the house. What's up, Papa? Happy New Year to you as well. You know what, guys? I want to wish everyone here. All right. I want to wish all of you a happy New Year. Okay. From everybody here at Sports Zone Chicago. We've had a lot of good things happen to us this year. I'm very happy. We have a lot of good things on the way. All right. The first good thing for us was I was able to get credentials for the Bears. A good buddy of mine needed help, and he said, he goes, I thought of you right away. He said, he worked for War Media. WARR, we are Regal Radio. So he works for War Media. And is like, hey, just do some work. He goes, you can promote Sports Zone Chicago. He said, and but I need, the guy that did it before couldn't do it. I'm like, yeah, man, of course. Obviously, I'll promote you, but I appreciate you allowing me to promote Sports Zone Chicago as well. So that's awesome. Chris, what's up, Papa? Happy New Year. Happy New Year as well. So we have a lot of other cool stuff coming up this year. I'm really, really excited. Rome wasn't built in a day, and with your guys' support. So do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you talk to people. Make sure you, let them know. Check out Sports Zone Chicago. We're building up, and luckily with my little, with Justin, I should have thanked Justin. Like, thank you for helping me get some more Twitter followers. Twitter and IG followers. Thanks, Justin. But more people are following. More people following me, more people following Sports Zone Chicago, and that's what it's about. I want more people because we have good content here. We talk, we're not just, I'm not just a meathead who says, oh, trade this or do that. He sucks. Why? Because he sucks. I appreciate the love, the support, and I just ask that you just, hit the like button, share the show when you're watching. It's, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So, but anyway, I do see, you said you see a smack in Green Bay. I do too. I think that there's a feel. Like I said, when I asked the players in the locker room, there's like, we want to get them back. They got us here at home. We want to get them back. And I think if you've ever been in a situation where you get payback, but you got dogs with you now, like you don't got the same team that came out week one. We're nowhere near that same team. You get a little, you know what I mean? You get a little fired up. You have a little more confidence. You have a little more, not anger, but you're a lot more driven because you have a squad behind you. Justin Fields knows he has a squad behind him. He's got peoples. He's got peoples. Shawn, I really liked how you agreed and disagreed with Kramer. That's the type of conversation that is missing in chat and on Twitter. Great job. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be me. And just because Erik played in the NFL doesn't mean he's always right, or doesn't mean I have to agree with him because he played in the NFL. All right. I played a long time as well. Like, I played professionally. It wasn't in the NFL. It was overseas. Okay. But I also coached, and we just see things different. And that's the cool part. And that's the thing I love about us. Like, we could, like all my guests, we could all disagree. I bring Ken Davis on and we don't agree a lot. Okay. And that's cool. All right. It's because one, we're not solving the world's problems, but two, we see things differently. And people, Erik's entitled to his wrong opinion. That's fine. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I just play at jokes. But no, we can sit there. We can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. I mean, and be men about it. We don't have to be no name calling. No, you're stupid. You're a dumbass. You're you see that on Twitter or X. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? Like, just that? You know what I mean? Like, my mom was a hoe because I don't think the same thing about Justin Fields as you think. So now my mama got to be a hoe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Now I'm a stupid MFer because, okay. So, no, and and I appreciate it, man. And that's one of the things that, we agree to disagree. And it doesn't stop me from, wanting him on or having him on. No, I love banter. I love going back and forth, especially when you can back up what you say and I can back up what I say. That's what it's about. And that's the cool part. That's why I think we're one of the best. We agree to disagree. We're men. All right. We don't have to see things eye to eye. We don't in some things. So, but it's fun. Black Diamond. I'm guilty of that. What are you? You're a stupid MFer. You don't think this, you don't think Justin Fields is this? You dumb. You don't think. You see how many people think, oh, Justin sucks. How can you not see it? You're an idiot. Well, I'm an idiot. Black Diamond, be better. Then try. Hey, I see you. I'm trying to be better. That's all you can do is try, is work on it. Work on it. I'm working to get better. I like to, when people say stupid stuff. No, I wasn't talking to you specifically. Like, no. Come on. No. I wasn't saying you. I was just using that in general. But I'm the same way. Like because when people say stupid stuff, it's like we need to trade the whole offensive line to get in line. It's like, come on. No, Black Diamond, I wasn't coming at you like that. Oh, you're trolling. Oh man. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was good having Erik on again. And we'll have him on one more time next week, next Monday after the thing. And guess what, guys? You guys are lucky. I'll be on again tomorrow. Have our show on Wednesday. All right. Back to our regular schedule tomorrow. Back to our regularly scheduled programming tomorrow. So I'll be back on tomorrow. All right. So it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'll be back tomorrow. So you guys can tune right back in. Same bat time, same bat channel. So listen, for now, I want to thank Erik Kramer for coming on and talking with us, giving us his perspective. And I love talking with Erik. Just love talking with good football people. You know, one's great. Erik's a great dude. He's just a great freaking guy. Shout out to him. You know, just love, you know, and yeah, I'm actually inspired by him and reading and knowing his story, and yeah, very resilient. And I love I'm glad he's able to come and give us his take every week. All right. And then I want to thank you guys for coming on and supporting us. You know, as you guys chime in 3 times a week, and I appreciate that. You just a whole bunch of other things you could be doing, and you're not. You're here hanging out, talking shit with me, and I think that's cool, and I appreciate it. I'm very, very grateful for support. I really am. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to see you in 22 hours. All right. So do me a favor. Make sure you're back here. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. to 11. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, Elliot Baez, our executive producer, Clarence Council III, our social media guy, and my co-host in absentia, Maya. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful and a very, very happy new year. 2024 is going to be good for a lot of us. But, you know, it's not going to be good because I say it's going to be good. It's not going to be good for you because we say it's going to be good. It's going to be good because we're going to do shit about it. Okay, we're going to make it good. All right, things just don't happen. All right, dreams don't work unless you do. Okay, and I'm doing stuff over here to make Sports Zone Chicago better, to make it a better experience for you guys, to make it more fun for us when we, you know what I mean? I think to me that's awesome. I love having fun talking sports, and I love when you guys enjoy it as well. All right, so again, 2024 is not going to be great because we said it's going to be great. This is my year, new me. No, it's going to be great because we go out and we take that sucker by the horns and we make it work for us. And that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing personally. That's what I'm doing for Sports Zone Chicago. And I hope you do the same thing as well. Okay. Remember, I'm never going to, and Junior says it's going to be good because of Godzilla and King Kong. He's a big Godzilla King Kong guy, if you couldn't tell. Tell you, family is everything, guys. At least the ones you still speak to. Make sure you make a habit of texting people. Just text them. All right. Sometimes talking it gets crazy and it's tough to get off. Just text a person, text the people you love, let them know once a week, once a month, if it's that, and you'd be surprised how much of a difference it makes. All right. Love the people who love you and let them know how much you care about them, because as I say every single time I see you guys, life and tomorrow is not guaranteed. It's promised to nobody. All right, guys, I'm out of here. You have a wonderful day. We're going to replay this tonight at 6 o'clock. So you can check it out. And then tomorrow, I'll be back on tomorrow morning early. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. to 11. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, a.k.a. Greg. I'm out.